Hey, welcome to the Cardone Zone. Welcome, and I hope you had a great weekend, but even a better week. Grant Cardone here, and every Monday I come to you to talk about real estate investing, how to get your money, number one, the hard money that you work for every day, protected so that you, one, don't lose money, two, that your money earns money, and three, over long periods of time, real estate has been proven to appreciate over long periods of time. Today, you can call in 305-865-8661. Is that the phone number? I haven't used the number in so long. Johnny can't hear me. Johnny, can you hear me? Put on the headset. 305-865-8661, 305-865-8661. You'll be calling in. We got a new set here. No calls? Oh my God, they said no calls. My phones aren't set up yet. Okay, so look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go over deals today. I'm gonna show you a deal. I'm gonna go on the LoopNet right now. And I'm gonna pick, I don't know, let me pick Florida. Because I'm in Florida today. I'm in Florida, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know who I am, if you've never watched this show, or maybe you've been watching the show, taking advantage of it, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate that. And also, hit the little like button. Give me some love, show me some love. So I'm on LoopNet right now, and I'm looking for, I need my computer actually. This is horrible for me to get on somebody else's computer. I am going to look for a piece of real estate. I'm gonna show you two deals today. I'm gonna show you one I'm buying, and I'm gonna show you a smaller deal that you could start with, okay? And we'll compare a small deal, doing a small deal, because I get a lot of people that hate on me because I only talk about these big deals. Now, the reason I talk about big deals is because big deals solve the number one problem in real estate, and the number one problem in real estate is the number of units, okay? This is the most important number in buying real estate, is the number of units. And I'm gonna validate that to you, or I'm gonna find a super deal today. I could possibly find a super deal, 10 units, to where maybe I can make that deal work, okay? I just found 944 Jefferson Avenue in Miami Beach. It's gonna be almost impossible to do this deal just because of the cap rate. Here, I'm moving on. 4593 Coconut Road, 6 units. Okay, now we can do this deal, folks. Okay, I just found a deal, 6 units. I'm gonna come back and show you why that's a problem though. Hey, Johnny. Okay, this is 6 units. It's $900,000. Now maybe you can't do a 6-unit deal at 900 grand. You just open it up to LoopNet for me because I found it already. Okay, this says it's an 8. No, this is a 2-unit apartment deal. 2 units for 800 grand. My God. See, that's why you can't do a 2-unit or 6-unit deal, because it's not going to produce enough income. At the end of the day, it's just not going to produce enough income for you to either buy in this market. Okay, this is in Lake Worth. 2 units. Johnny, look at this. 2 units, $900,000. That's 450 grand a unit. Here's the property right here. So this must be a land value deal. All right, all I did was look in Florida. Many of you are calling into the show saying, hey, can you do a smaller deal? When will our phones be set up again, Johnny?
Sometime today, tomorrow.
Okay.
We just reset our...
Okay. So I'm gonna keep scanning through here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get outside of Miami now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to, let's go to Orlando, or let's go to Ocala. Oak, how you spell Ocala? Ocala. Ocala, Florida. Okay, so I'm getting into what's called a tertiary market. We do this show every Monday for you, by the way. Sometimes I even do 2 shows a week. So if you just subscribe to the channel, you'll get a warning of when I'm doing these. Ocala, Florida, what I put in is filters, multifamily, and I found 4 units, okay? Let's try this one. We're gonna find something to buy, okay? I found 4 units, $299,000. And now everybody, the whole world is now happy with Grant Cardone. I just made friends and influenced people by saying, here you go, here's a deal you can do. 4 units. I'm gonna compare that deal to a deal that I'm buying right here and the whole package on this deal, okay? Oops. Okay, this is a package, a pro forma on a, how many units is this bad boy? I think it is, I don't want to speak out of turn here, number of units. Why do they put my units in the wrong place? This deal is $57 million. It is, where are the number of units? 288 units, that's what I thought it was. So I'm going to compare 288 units and $57 million to this deal right here, okay? Now, I'm going to show you these two deals and we're going to find out which one works best. I tell you, the number one most important thing of all the real estate is the number of units. All this is covered in this program right here, How to Create Wealth Investing in Real Estate. This is a home study course.
GrantCardone.com/real estate.
GrantCardone.com/real estate. You can buy it.
Promo code real estate course.
Promo code, really? They got to put all that in there? Real estate course. It saves you 50% or something, right? It's a $12,000 course. A tremendous amount of information. This is not for somebody that's not serious about real estate, clearly, okay? You can get it for 50% off. I created this program because you guys asked me to. Because all I should be doing is buying those deals right there. Now you are going in the beginning to try to figure out how do I make sense of these deals. Take your price, $299. They said this is a 9.5 cap. Basically, that means this deal, if you pay cash for it, will return 9.5% on your cash investment. You pay cash, $299, and you're going to get 9.5% on your money. Okay. Now, if you use debt on that deal, the 9.5 would go up probably to about 16 or 17% annualized return. But I'm going to show you the problem with this deal is the number of units. Yes, okay, you're like, okay, I could do this deal because I'm going to need about, maybe I need $80,000 down, and I can find $80,000. You have $10,000, and you got 6 other people that can give you $10,000. Boom, you got your down payment. So you could literally start your first deal with $10,000. Maybe what you'd want to do is say, I don't have any money to put in the deal, but I got to go raise the 80 grand. Either way, you're going to have to get some money, okay, plus the closing cost. You're going to have to get some money to do this deal, or you're going to have to get the seller. Another way to do it is to get the seller to you're going to convince the seller to say, look, I want to buy your property with no money down. I don't know why he would do that. Okay, you give me a loan for no money down. Here's the problem with that scenario. When you ask him to do that, that consummates a sale. And when he sells it to you, he has to pay taxes. You didn't give him any money, so how the hell is he going to pay taxes on this deal? If he's owned this deal for a long time, his cost basis could be zero in this property at this point because of the income he earned. That's why real estate's so beautiful. And now he would have to pay tax on 300 grand. If you didn't give him any money, you don't give him any money, he can't pay his taxes. So let's say that you went to him and you could say, look, I just want to do a lease option. I'll give you 80 grand. Okay, I'm going to take the property over without a transaction taking place. I'm going to manage the property for you. I'm going to keep the fees that I collect. I'm going to pay you on the 219. Okay, or I'm going to pay you a lease option payment for the next 60 months. We're not going to transact the sale unless I decide to between now and 60 months, and then I'm going to do the deal. But at some point, you're going to need some money to do the deal. Let's say you go, however, and you go traditional. I'm going to go get a loan for $219. Okay, let's see if this deal works. $299. Okay, your closing costs in this deal are going to probably be 30 grand, at least 30 grand. I mean, my legal fees on my deal will be at least 50. So let's say you can somehow close the deal for 30,000. Property taxes, doc fees, transfer taxes, everything that you need to do. Man, this thing is really sensitive right now. Everything you need to do, you can do it for 30 grand. You're in at 319. You put $80,000 down. Let's assume that you go to somebody, get a loan for the deal. This is your first real estate transaction, $239,000. Okay, this is going to cost you about 0.0615. Interest rate plus amortization, you can use a rate factor of 615. This is right out of my book. If I take 239 times 0.0615 equals, this is going to be a fat number, by the way, $14,700. I'm rounding up on that. Okay, the income on the property, I need to know the income on the property. You're like, some of you in the room, some of you watching right now, you're like, dude, I'm lost. Okay, you got to keep going through these numbers and through the programs and through the offers. I've done 10,000 deals. I've underwritten 10,000 deals probably in the last 12 months, not my career. So here, right here, or here? Which one, Johnny? Because it looks like I'm looking up right now.
Little second shot.
They got second shot, third shot. We got all kind of stuff going on here, okay? All right. Now, this Ocala deal, I'm clicking on the buttons right here. You're not connected to me, right, Johnny? So this is a Class B property, professional management in place on 4 units. That is whacked. How the hell can you afford managers, a professional management company with 4? Let's see what the income is on this little beast. Built in 1983. I got satellite zooming in. 41 walk score, which means you ain't walking anywhere. The higher the better. Transit score is a 25, which means the bus is a long way away. This is like Venezuela. Can you hear me over there?
It's a little bit of a lag right now.
Let's see it. Let's see here. Occupancy is 100%. That's good. That's a good indicator. Okay, let me see. What is the rent, though? Can we just guess what the rent would be on this?
I would say it'd be like 800.
Ocala? Good. Let's do the 800. I'll go with the 800. 800. Till I have some 3,200 a month. Okay, they said they're full 12 months of the year at 100%. These are the numbers you're going to use. I don't need all the numbers. I don't need to figure out what something's. I don't need people's numbers to figure out what something's worth. I could call the property, by the way. All I got to do is look up 2765 Northeast 48 Circle, turnkey fourplex. Look it up online. I can go rent this thing online. Professional management should answer the phone. What a joke. Okay. If somebody can find this phone number, I'd love to call there and see if anybody even answers the phone. Okay, times 4 times 12. Okay, it's going to produce $38,400 worth of income if you collected every penny, every month, every time, and never missed, and nobody ever moved out, nobody ever gets sick, nobody ever goes bankrupt, nobody ever has a problem, nobody ever upgrades, nobody ever leaves your place. They are so happy in this 4-unit, no pool, no security, no lighting. They're so happy here that they never ever leave, ever, never, ever. Okay, that you get $38,000 a year, and let's say that you spend what I spend, because you got professional management, right? Professional management on this deal will be 10%. Okay, so $38,040 goes to professional management. Another 30% is going to go to operations. Minimum 30%. Times 38,400. That's $11,520 plus the, so what are we at right now? 40%. So I'm going to keep 60% of the 100%, which you will never collect in your lifetime. Impossible. Okay. So you're going to have about 38,400 times .06. $23,700, you're going to make $9,000 on this deal because you got a loan. $9,000 divided by 80,000. 11.25% on your money. Okay, seems like a good deal, right? Now watch this. Okay, I'm going to show you a different deal. I'm going to show you a deal right here. I'm going to show you a deal for $57 million that I'm buying right now. Can I show the images of the Panama City deal, Johnny? Do you have it? Okay. 288 units. And you're like, wait a minute, dude, why do we go from a 4-unit deal that's making 11.25%, 11 and a quarter.
So we're tapped into your laptop now, G?
Okay, 11 and a quarter. 11.25% per year. This deal will not make as much money as this deal. Watch. This deal is going to do about 8% a year. Okay, I'm basically showing you 8 versus 11. And I'm going to show you that my deal at 6 or 8, even down to 6, let's just go down to 6. My deal at 6% will make more money than your deal at 11. Okay, because there's a thing called the exit. I talk about it in the master's program, okay? You got to exit to make the real money in real estate. If you can't ever exit, even though this deal at 8 years, you will have had 100% of your money back. Is that playing here?
Yeah.
Which one of y'all tapped into, yours or mine?
We're tapped into this laptop right here.
Okay.
So anything we see there, we can see it.
I want my deal though. I want my Panama City deal. Did you get the information for Panama City yet?
Not yet.
So the Vantage deal, okay? This is the deal I'm going to show you right now. 288 units, $2 million swimming pool. The rents here are about $1,300 a month. Panama City, sand, white sand beaches. Security system, 288 units. Let me just go through the numbers here. Vantage, Panama City. Ryan will have a whole document on it, okay? Okay, now I'm going to give you the numbers on this deal, okay? I'm going to show you, this is breaking down the cost of a deal. How does a deal work? So I'm going to take 288 units, okay? And I'm going to tell you on this deal, our income, our total scheduled income is 4.477. We expect to collect, actually not the full amount, but only 3.469 of that money. I never expect to collect 100%. I'll either collect below 100% or over 100% because of other fees. So you got vacancy loss, concessions, employee model units. I got professional management on the property. I got bad debt, none of which was in that other deal. No bad debt, no fixing anything, like everything was 100%, right? So how'd that call go, Ryan? Because we're right in the middle of a deal right now that I'm negotiating. How'd that call go? Good? Okay. So I'm underwriting a deal, 4 units right now versus 288 units. Most important number in all of real estate, what is it? Number of units. I'm going to prove to you why. Second most important thing in real estate is how you're going to exit this bad boy to the bone. How are you going to get out of it? When it's time for you to get your score, how are you going to do that, okay? Now, when I go to sell these 4 units, and I'm not saying I wouldn't buy this deal, but what I would suggest is that, are you showing that new deal? What I would suggest on the 4-unit deal is that you actually, come back to me, Johnny. What you do is you flip that 4-unit deal. What I'd like to do is flip that 4-unit deal. This deal right here, I'd like to go in and fix it, pay them $299, spend $30,000 on legal. I got $319. See if I can raise the rents $200 because I go in and spend a little money and then flip it to some dummy that would buy this off of LoopNet. Pick myself up $200,000, turn $80,000 into $280,000 and go get into a real estate deal like this bad boy right here. You could take your 288, give it to me, and I'm going to triple or quadruple that money. Watch what I'm going to do now, okay? All right, so that's my income on the deal. This is my gross GI. This is a deal that we just bought. I bought the deal with my money. I found the deal, underwrote the deal. I walked the deal, did the due diligence on the deal, did legal on the bill. I probably spent more money in closing fees. Okay, my closing fees on this transaction were actually, my closing costs were almost $1 million on this deal. 4 times the price you paid for your property I have in closing fees. And this deal, even though it's more per unit and it has a lower return, cash on cash, I will still make more money. I'll show you why, okay? My expenses on this deal, total expenses are going to be about $3.6 million. Oh, no. I did something wrong here, okay? Okay, rental income. What do I got for rental income? 3.4, okay? Okay, we're going to take that. I gave you the wrong number here. 4.47. Okay, they're currently doing 4.47. We think we take this number to $5 million with the proper management, and we think we take this number to I wrote the wrong thing down here, okay? 288 units. My scheduled T3, which means the last 3 months, if I performed that out for 12 months, my income on this property should be $5,135,000. Sorry, I wrote the wrong number down. Okay, my effective income will be around 4.8. We'll collect about 97%. Now, how do I get the 97%? Well, 100% is impossible. You could actually collect the whole 100 plus have some other collections like storage, parking, etc. Like we'll have valet parking in most of our properties. I'm going to collect 4.8, about $400,000 a month. I can substantiate that with my T12, which I'll have in here in this package. I'll have a T12. Where's the rest of this package? Right here. I'll have January, February, March, April, May, June. I'll have the collections of the properties in a package about this big, validating last year's collections, meaning rent collected, okay? My expenses on this property are going to be approximately $1.7 million. Now, they're operating the property right now for $1,051,000. We're going to actually increase the expenses on the property to something more legitimate. And this property should make, oops. We got to figure out, guys, what the lag is. Otherwise, I don't need to use this thing. Okay. $3.1 million. Okay. Now, this is a 5.36 cap rate. The other property is a, what did we say this was? An 8 cap. Okay, why would I buy a 5.36 cap over an 8 cap? My cap is lower, but watch what happens here, okay? This deal is going to cost, is going to do about 7.6% cash on cash. It's going to take me 12 years. 12 years, if I hold this 12 years, we have almost 100% of our down payment back. 50, let's say I'm in at $60 million. I'm going to put down $20 million on this property. Oops. I'm going to finance $40 million. Because the loan size, I'm going to get debt at about 3.5%. Forget what my debt was on this. Actually, it was lower than that. My debt on this deal, I'll use an interest rate of 3.8. But I think my debt was less, 0.038, and I got financing on this interest only, which you could never get on a 4-unit deal. My debt on this is $1,520,000 a year. Okay, who's paying this debt? The people that live there are paying the rent. Okay, my NOI is 3,168, so I'm going to make 1,600,000. I think that's right. Last thing I want to do is give you wrong information. 3,136. Let me do this again. Look. 0.038 times. Thought we had calls coming in today, guys. I thought we were ready. 1520. That's right. Less the 3,168. Equals $1,648,000. I put $20 million down, divided by 20 million, equals 8.2%. Okay, now you're like, okay, great, Grant. The other deal's making 11 and 12 and 13% a year. Why would I buy this deal? Because when I go to sell this deal, the most important number in real estate is the number of units. Okay, if I can raise the rents over the next 10 years by $200, arbitrary number, I'm just going to pick it out of the sky, divided by 10 years, that means I needed to raise the rents $20 a month. Is that a real possibility? What do you think? $20 a month. Could I raise that over the next 10 years, somewhere over the next 10 years, take every month and just start slowly adding $20. $20 this year, $20 next year, $20 the year after that. Over the period of 10 years, okay, that's less than $1.80 a month. $1.80 a month. Over the period of 10 years, I would have a $20, somewhere over that 10-year period, I would have $200 more a month, times 288, times, 200, times 288, times 12, times 0.95, times $656,200, if I'm doing my math right. Let me check it out again. I don't think that's right. Times 12. By the way, I'll run through deals like this many times over and over again until I get it right. Times 95%. $656,200. Times or divided by 0.05. 13,132,800. Okay, I put $20 million down on this deal. This is what that cost me. Just this number right here would be my profit on this deal. That means I could sell this deal, get my 20 million back, plus 13 million. The next buyer will pay me another 13 million so that they can earn 5% on their money, which is what I'm going into the deal at. You're like, man, I don't even know what you're talking about, dude. Like I'm lost. Okay, so keep it simple. I bought a piece of real estate. It was $60 million. I put $20 million down. Is that a good deal? I took $20 million and I bought $60 million. Okay? The issue right here is this number. If you can't do deals this big, I haven't been able to do deals this big until a long time into my career. It took a long time for me to finally get into my career where I could do a deal this big. Right now, you're doing a 4-unit deal because you got $80,000. Good, start somewhere. Just don't get stuck in this deal very long. Get in and get out. Flip this deal and get out of it. Get your 200 grand and invest it over here. We're going to have people invest with me in this deal at CardoneCapital.com. They will invest money in this deal, $5,000 at a time, $10,000, $20,000, $200,000, $300,000, $1 million. They're going to make more money in this deal. Okay, because what I did was this. In addition to the 13 million, remember the 13 million I made on the profit? In addition to that, in 10 years, we would have also made 8%. I think it was 8.36. I'll just use 8% times 20 million times 10 equals 16 million in cash flow. Cash on cash, okay? Plus the appreciation, $29 million, okay? What did we put in the deal? $20 million. I made 109%, 104.5%, 104.5% on my money with cash flow and appreciation. And on this money right here, most of this was not taxed. And you're like, man, why are you so gung-ho about real estate? Because real estate, number one, you don't lose money. Number two, you get cash flow. Number three, you get appreciation. And number four, most of it is not taxed. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I love real estate. It's simple. I walked in here with LoopNet and a computer today and found a 4-unit deal that you could probably make $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 on. You might be able to make 200 grand on this. If you could get this deal that's paying $800 a month, okay, go to $1,000 a month. If I can help you find this deal, man, just post below in comments. I got a deal, Grant. Here's my deal. This is the deal I'm looking at. Call in on the Monday show when our damn phones are working. I mean, it's easier for me to buy real estate than it is for me to keep my damn phones working. We got a lot going on. We had 45,000 people this weekend show up for a mentoring call. They wanted me to mentor them, okay? A bunch of people took advantage of it. If you haven't taken advantage of that offer, like what do we have? 5,000 people showed up for the call? 5,000 people showed up for the call. 45,000 people signed up, said, I want to do it. It was free. Only 5,000 people, 4,800 or something, showed up for the call. Things come up, things happen. Dog had, ate some macadamia nuts, got sick, had to bring it to the veterinarian. Your kids got sick, found out your wife was cheating on you, ruined your day, couldn't show up for the webinar. Damn. Having a bad day, were you? Hungover, right? Went to live, went partied that night. Noon, you were still cracking in your bed, dying. So you couldn't be there. Look, if you missed it, okay, don't miss the offer, okay? The offer that we made at that webinar was ridiculous. The website is grantcardone.com/MP if you want me to mentor you. It's $997 offer. It's a 90-day intensive mentoring program. Starts tonight at 9 o'clock. And we gave you a seat to the 10X Growth Conference. You can't even buy these seats. These seats are not purchasable. Probably, we think they're the best seats in the house. So, and you get acknowledged at the conference, and you get put on the Jumbotron, and 20 people are going to come visit my office, and somebody's going to get to shadow me for a day, And somebody's going to win dinner on my plane. And you're going to spend 3 days with me at the 10X Growth Conference. So we'll give you those seats when you confirm your flight and or your hotel to Vegas in 2020. You don't need to do that today, but I'm just telling you, those are things we're giving you. So the website's grantcardone.com/MP, grantcardone.com/MP. Mentoring and coaching changed my life. I would not be buying real estate today if it was not for mentoring and coaching. Would not be. Wouldn't be able to do it. It's the mentors and the coaches along the way. It's the people that taught me things like in real estate. How do I find a deal? How do I find a deal? Okay. How do I communicate that I want a deal? How do I negotiate the deal? Okay. How do I get financing on a deal? How do I get investors on a deal? You know? How do I manage the deal? All these things have to happen with real estate. How do I collect the rents? How do I evict a tenant? Like, you need to know how to evict somebody. So I need to ask you to get out of my property. Okay? I need to ask you to leave the premises. I know you're a nice person. How do you raise the rents? When do you know to raise the rents? How do you get rid of the manager? How do you know if you have a good manager or not? These are the things that you need to know in real estate. But what you need to know most importantly is not the problems. You need to know this. How do I find a deal? How do I buy a deal? And how do I get a deal to make money? Okay, this is maximum leverage. Do you understand what leverage is? Okay, when I can take $80,000 and buy $200,000 worth of real estate, that is leverage. That's all you need to know about leverage. 80,000 bought 200,000. You cannot do that in the stock market. You cannot buy, if you want to go buy $80,000 worth of stock, you have to have $80,000. Now, I know some of you can buy margin accounts, but that's a very, very, very small number of people that are able to do that, and it's very risky. In real estate, I take 80 grand, I buy $200,000 worth of real estate, and a bank, a legitimate bank, gives me a loan for 120 and maybe gives me another loan for the rehab of the property, okay? And then the debt, another term of leverage, number one right here, number two right here. The debt is then paid for by the property. That's called leverage. And all wealthy people use leverage. To get leverage, you need the right vehicle, okay? The right vehicle is, in this case, is something, a piece of property or a business that produces cash flow and that will continue to produce cash flow whether or not you're there or not. And that's why I love real estate. Provides me with leverage, provides me with appreciation, provides me with cash flow, and provides me with ongoing leverage, cash flow, and appreciation whether I'm there or not. Passive income. Okay? This study course, this home study course, this is designed for you to learn how to find deals, buy deals, who to call on a deal, how to talk about the deal, how to underwrite the deal, how to manage the deal, how to pick the deal, how to have confidence in the deal, how to know that that's the right deal for you. The website is what? grantcardone.com/real
estate.
Real estate. I don't know if that's it or not. Jared gave it to us, but I forgot because I got a lot going on. Okay, every week we do this show, and most of the times we have phones here, so you can call in. Next Monday, be ready to call in. /real estate. Is that the full course?
Yes.
Yeah. And then there's a promo button, checkout button, to get it for half price. This is a $12,000 course. You're watching the show today. You can get it for half price by putting in, I don't know. There's 5 of us here right now, but nobody knows. So if I could tell people what it is, that'd be great. Jared should know.
Real estate course.
Real estate course. 3 words, 1 word. I don't know. Real estate course. Put it in however. How many ever different ways you? 1 word. 1 word, which is not 1 word. It's 3 words collapsed into one. and it'll save you $6,000 if you figure it out. Might be worth the time. So either way, look, even if you got to spend 12 grand on a course, trust me, your legal fees on a real estate deal are going to be 20 grand. Your doc fees. You know what doc fees are? Doc fees are when I buy a deal, it's about, sometimes 1.1 for every $1,000 I spend goes to the government. So like I'm doing a deal right now, it's going to be 100 and this deal I'm doing 140. Because look, I don't pay income tax. I don't pay income taxes, but I pay a lot of taxes. So I'm doing a deal right now. It's going to cost me We're doing a deal in Maryland. We're doing another deal in Houston, Texas right now. We were just awarded both these deals. At closing, I will send the state $2.8 million in transfer fees. $2.8 million. So if I own 28 properties, and I do that every year. If I got 28 properties, I'm paying $56 million a year in property taxes. Well, not me, but the people that live in my properties. We collect the income. Part of that income goes off to pay the property taxes. So I'm doing my part by making investments. Are you doing your part? Make investments. Invest your money, man. Okay? The trick is this. You go to work. Somebody gives you a piece of paper for some time. Okay? You took some time. You took some made-up time somewhere between sunup and sundown or sundown and sunup. You took time and you traded it for money. And this is where most people stop. They stop right here. Some people can't even figure out how to get money for their time. You guys know how to do that. What very few people ever learn how to do is how to take money and invest it in assets like the one behind me. Use the money to leverage bricks, stones, concrete, swimming pool, palm trees. Okay? Those are mine. I own those palm trees. I own that piece of land. I'm proud of that. I'm much more proud of that than this. Nobody runs around saying, I'm so proud of this. I have a piece of paper. I'm proud of that shit. Right there. Okay? What's going to last longer? That or this? And when you go to sell it, okay, when you go to sell the property, oops, Johnny, where's that first one I had open? Give me that first one I had open. Y'all didn't go away from it, did you? When what you're buying, okay, and I understand you got to start somewhere, but when you're buying something, you went away from me, dog. Why you want to do that? When you're buying something, okay?
We'll tap into the computer.
Okay, come on, man. Come on. Is that what you want to sell? It's not bad. Kurt's got it over there at WC Equity. Kurt Westfield. Kurt Westfield. Go ahead back to Kurt. Kurt's got that property, okay? If it's such a good deal, why isn't Kurt buying it, by the way? Oh my God, because Kurt is so busy earning money. He's going to earn maybe 3% on this deal. Okay? So watch what Kurt's going to do. Oh, little Kurt. $300,000 deal. He's going to earn 4% on it, whatever. He's going to earn 12 grand on it. Okay? Dude, if the guy was smart, he'd buy the deal, not sell the deal. But he's too busy earning money. Okay? So, Monday. It's Monday. Okay? You spend a lot of time learning how to earn money, Kurt. At some point, you need to learn how to use it. Earn it, keep it, use it. I know real estate agents that buy stocks. I'm like, what is wrong with you? The hell, you sell real estate. The shit you sell, you should be buying. It's ridiculous. Okay? I know bankers that they don't even bank at their own bank. I know Toyota salesmen that buy Audis. What's wrong with you? I know people that get married and then cheat on their wives. What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You're confused, man. Like, what are you doing? Okay? Get your game on. Get focused. You're distracted. You're looking at all these other things around. Rent where you live. You can live at your house and rent and take your money and buy something that pays you every month to live where you live. My name's Grant Cardone. Thanks for watching the show today. Hope you understand it. I hope you understand it. I doubt you do. But if you do, good. If you don't, post in comments below. I'll answer you on YouTube. Appreciate you watching. CardoneCapital.com is set up for you to invest with me. If you don't understand this and you're like, I do understand this, I do understand leverage, I do understand cash flow, and I do understand appreciation. I just don't know how to find the deals, buy the deals, get the funding, and I don't have time to manage the deals. If you don't want to do all that, you don't want to do the home study course, if you don't want to do the work, then take the same $6,000 it takes to buy this course today, invest it at Cardone Capital. I know how to find the deal, buy the deal, fund the deal, manage the deal, and I know that we distribute to our investors every month. CardoneCapital.com, open for both accredited and non-accredited investors. Thank you for watching today. Peace, love, and cash flow.